Alright, it should be good
Any moment now?
to go.
Well, the YouTube dashboard says it's receiving our content, so that's good. I'm guessing we're live because I just got a Twitch notification too. Hey guys, Greg C96 here with Tim with the show without an intro, Big Box Weekly. Say hey.
Hey, how's it going? I forgot to do something
You
here.
didn't do the background.
No, the background's there. The background is just,
not working because it's XSplit.
It's why?
Okay. I will. It's okay. I will distract the crowd. So, as some of you have already asked, don't even say that, Kevin. Don't even friggin' say that. Anyways, so as y'all are aware from my tweets, if you follow me on the Twitters, I am in a hotel, as you can also see by the background here, and I'm reasonably impressed by the quality of my camera for being in a hotel. Like, they actually had a good light I could use and a mirror I could use as a reflector. So, like, I have good lighting. I have a good microphone because I brought my Rode mic for vlogging this week. And I use the term y'all, though. And, yeah, so I'm in frickin' this crap hole known as Chicago.
Wow. Crap hole, really?
It hasn't been good to me yet.
Well, no.
I've only been here for 2 hours, and it's been shit.
Where did you fly into? Which airport?
I know it's Midway's fault.
That's your problem.
I know it's Midway's fault. I'm very much aware it's Midway's fault. I hate flying into Midway. I'd
Yes.
much rather fly into O'Hare.
Yes.
But company uses Southwest Airlines, so I'm stuck with Midway.
Southwest doesn't go into O'Hare anymore?
No, Midway is the Southwest hub.
Really?
Midway is actually primarily Southwest. I think there's only a couple of gates that aren't Southwest there.
Interesting. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
and also on top of the EU Southwest Kemet, I was on a 700 series jet, and those planes are not made. And also, and I'm a big dude, 6 foot tall, 250. I'm a big dude. I'm not a small dude, anyways. But like I said to Tim, everything was good on the lead up getting to the airport until I get to security checkpoint. Put my stuff through the security check. Actually, no, I didn't tell Tim this, did I?
No.
I don't think I sent you this message, actually. So I'm getting through the security checkpoint, and they stop the scanner on my backpack. I'm like, oh, great. What's in there that they don't like? Is it, you know, all of my electronics cables? Is it my microphone? Is
The
it
bomb?
my mini tripod? What's in there that they don't like? And frickin' they pull out my little zipper bag of organized cables, pull all of the cables out of it, and then put them back in a frickin' tangled mess in the front pocket of my backpack, not even in the little zippered pouch.
Really?
Frickin' really?
Wow.
Your x-ray machine couldn't inform you that that was a friggin' lightning cable? I don't hear you, Tim.
Hello? Hello?
I don't hear you anymore.
Just spin it.
Shoot, if you're trying to talk to me, send me a GroupMe message because I don't hear you, and I don't know if it's on my end or your end or what the hell's going on. I don't know if the audience can hear me.
Check, check. Check.
I'm gonna play the stream real quick. That's what I'll do.
Hello?
Yes, y'all are aware.
Yes.
Okay, the stream can hear me.
Found your live stream. Monster Dude.
Okay.
Hey.
Shoot.
So, I don't know why you can't hear me, Greg.
Technical difficulties. Please stand by. So anyways, yeah. So they leave me that nice mess of cables, and I get over to my terminal, and I sort them all back out, and I put them in. Get on the plane. I don't hear you, Tim. And anyways, so I then get in, I organize everything, get on the plane. My logic is I always go to the back of the plane because nobody's ever fighting for seats at the back of the plane. And so yeah, I do that. I get there, I can always put my bag like right above me, I don't have to fight for a place. So I get there, I get off the plane, headed to the rental counter. Well, I'm informed that I have to take a shuttle to the rental counter because they don't have it on site. which is
Okay.
freaking weird. Yeah, because like Midway, they don't have their rental car facility there. It's like 2 miles away in some big parking garage. And I hear you again.
Okay.
Awesome. I don't know what the hell happened.
I
but
Skype,
hey.
man.
I'm so happy Discord's coming out with video calls very
Yes.
soon.
Yeah, so am I.
It's taken them so long. But hey, it's worth it. Anyhow, so I get over there, and I go to the counter, and there's this one dude here that's working as Avis, Budget, and Enterprise.
That's, once again, that's Midway. You don't get this shit at O'Hare.
It was great. It was awesome. I was very excited to see that. He did not seem to be the most well-educated. I might be making a generalization there.
That's probably fair.
But anyways,
He's working at Midway.
yeah. At least work at O'Hare, God.
Right.
So, words, Jesus Christ, words are hard. I've been up since like 7 a.m. It's almost 10 o'clock now, my time. So anyways, so I get over there and I give him my confirmation number, and he runs the thing in and he puts my license information in, and then he gets this big red box on his screen.
What's in the box?
What's in a box? Anyways, what's in the box is a thing saying minimum age to rent the vehicle 21, and I'm 20. It's
Bruh.
like, well, dude, my
No age
company's
isn't
renting the vehicle for me. Yeah, right. My company's renting
Okay.
the vehicle, and if you don't give me said rental, I'm not going to be able to make it to my hotel. I'm not going to be able to make it to the frickin' right. I'm not going to be able to make it to the training I'm supposed to be at. And realistically, you're just going to piss off my company. And he's like, well, I have to give a manager a call and see, I don't want to get in trouble. And I can understand that. Like, I can respect the fact that he doesn't want to get in trouble for screwing up. I can respect that.
Right.
Didn't piss me off any less, but I can respect it at least. And yeah, so, God, train of thought is just not sticking with me today.
Been a long
so
day.
anyways, yeah, it has. And traveling always just makes the day feel so much longer.
Yeah.
So whatever, they finally get through to a manager. It takes like 20 minutes to even just get through to someone who can give them an answer. And they're like, yeah, fine, you can rent them the car. Which I realistically like, they're like, well, we're going to have to charge the underage fee. And I was like, dude, Monster, I've just been trying to ignore you. Cut the shit, man. I don't have patience. I'll ban you again. I don't care. And anyways, so finally I get the car. They give me the car location, because apparently the way they do it at this place is there's this whole big garage full of cars that they just leave the keys in the ignition and leave them unlocked. They give you the location for the car you're going to. I know that sounds really scary in like Chicago, but it's leaving a garage full of cars with keys in the ignition.
In Midway.
Like, just let that sit in. So I go to the slot they tell me, and I get there, and there's no car there.
There's a body in the trunk.
No, the spot's just empty. There's no car there.
That's a problem.
So I go back to the counter, and I'm like, hey, dude. And he's like, what's going on, man? He's like, I was like, there's no car there. It's like, what? And I was like, there's no car there. I was supposed to get a Hyundai Elantra, which actually probably wouldn't have been too bad, because I've heard good things about Hyundais. Instead, I end up with a Toyota Corolla,
Yeah.
which reasonably new Corolla. It only had 15,000 miles on it, so for a rental, that's
Oh.
reasonably new.
Yeah.
I didn't like it though. I freaking hate it. So, several reasons I hate it. One, I'm just not a small car guy. I prefer SUVs. Basically, like Jeep-sized vehicles or bigger. is
Yeah,
what I prefer.
I'm with you there.
Second, this is just a stupid thing. The way my steering wheel works, like it's a 4-spoke steering wheel, so I have a gap at the center bottom of the wheel.
Okay.
And when I'm kind of tired, I usually just drive with one hand at the bottom of the steering wheel.
I think I see where you're going here.
Well, this one is a 3-spoke steering wheel with a big wide spoke down the middle center. So that was throwing me off too. The shifter on this thing is freaking weird as well. And then also like it's got like heavy steering.
Like
Like
tight?
it just like not tight. Like tight steering is a good thing. I mean like heavy, like as if power steering isn't working.
Oh, maybe it doesn't have any power steering.
That's what I'm thinking. It is at least an automatic, Kemet, because with a manual I would have just been freaking burning out that clutch. I can't drive a manual.
I think that's why they don't
I've
have...
never been taught to drive a manual because I've never had a
Manuals.
manual vehicle since I've been alive.
Okay.
My family's had automatics since I've been alive. And then the other thing is, not only that, this thing's reasonably sluggish. Like, I felt like a Corolla should at least be a reasonably responsive vehicle, but it was just sluggish.
So Renault has got the cheapest gas put into
No,
it.
I know, but like, I don't know. I was expecting it to be more responsive than my SUV. My 4-cylinder SUV. And I think my 4-cylinder SUV was faster and more responsive.
That doesn't really surprise me, though.
And then I also found out this thing has engine braking.
Toyota Corolla?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It freaked me out the first time.
I bet.
I wasn't expecting engine braking.
I wouldn't either in that.
Well, actually, Kevin, it's a GMC, but it's still an SUV. And an SUV is not like a speedy car. The
No.
Corolla is kind of like a sporty car. Like, it's not expensive, but it's not sporty.
Right.
So I was expecting it to actually drive kind of nice. I was sorely disappointed. I'm just ranting now about why I hate the freaking Toyota Corolla at this point. But basically, what was I even just talking about?
The
I haven't
engine
even-
braking of a...
Oh yeah. So I saw there was a safety icon, like a safety features icon, and I was like, does this thing have freaking automatic braking? I wasn't even close to that guy. At least I wasn't even like close. For Massachusetts standards, I wasn't close to this car.
Okay.
So I was like, is that automatic braking? No way a freaking rental car has automatic braking. So then I'm like, okay, well, let me just, next light, let me get a little closer and see if it starts braking.
Let's test it. Let's find out, big boy.
And it did. It didn't. So I was like, okay, it's not automatic braking, so it's freaking engine braking. And it's super freaking random when the engine braking starts.
I would not like that.
I want to figure out how to turn it off when we're driving this thing for the week.
I don't know if you can.
Your grandparents swear by those cars. They suck so much. Which cars? I don't know which cars you're talking about.
I think he's talking about the Corolla.
That would be my guess, but like he was also just talking about my SUV. So anyways.
Pull the fuse out. I guess you could do that if you knew which fuse it was.
True, but that would require a lot of research.
That might... Actually, it might affect more than just that then, too.
That is also a valid point. And then one other weird thing, and then I'm done talking about this shitty Corolla. So, does your Jeep have cruise control?
Yeah.
Where is cruise control located on your Jeep? Where do you turn it on and do it?
On the steering wheel?
Yep, so same with me. The left side of the steering wheel is all of my cruise control settings. You know where the Corolla has cruise control? It has cruise control, which was also a surprising feature.
It's probably either on the blinker switch or over on the gear shifter.
Neither.
Where the hell is it then?
Okay, so you know how like you have the blinker switch, and then like some vehicles have the wiper switch opposite the blinker switch on the steering column?
Yeah.
Well, if that wiper switch is at like the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock position, there's a little tiny nub thing that's like the blinker switch, located at about the 5 o'clock position. That's how you adjust up and down
that.
cruise control.
What? No wonder.
I'll tweet a picture of it tomorrow when there's some light.
This no one. No. No.
It's just such a dumb location. At first, I was just like, okay, this car doesn't have cruise control. And then I saw the little thing, and I was like, wait a second. That's the cruise control icon. Oh, and then the other thing, it doesn't have automatic headlights, and I'm so used to automatic headlights at this point.
Yeah, I am too.
So I was just like, oh, it's getting kind of dark. Where are my lights?
every time my sponsor fixes my Jeep, he turns the auto lights off. So then, and I'm so used to him. The last time I had him, I was driving probably 2 miles, and I didn't have any headlights on. I'm like, I think it's fucking. This is dark. What the hell? My headlights? Oh, that's right. He turns them off. He manually does them.
Well, the other thing too, one thing I do like about the Terrain is if I turn the automatic lights off, it's a momentary switch to turn off my auto lights. So when I restart the vehicle, it automatically puts them back into auto mode.
Oh.
I like that feature. So I can turn them off if I need to, but I don't have to remember it the next time. And then because I had to manually turn the lights on, when I get to the hotel, I'm walking over to check in, and I'm like, ah, shit, the lights are on.
Lights are on, yep.
I don't want to find a dead battery in a rental car.
Right. Did you take out
that
insurance
doesn't sound like a good time. I did not. I just figured if my company didn't add it, I wasn't going to add it. Wasn't going to add that on my time.
Your company doesn't know you well enough yet.
Right. They apparently just don't know what Massachusetts drivers do. This whole Big Box Weekly, guys, is literally just going to turn into me ranting about this freaking trip. I hope you didn't have topics, Tim. I'm sorry if you did. Because I could probably go for like an hour, but we're not gonna, because I eat dinner still.
I can smell pizza.
Ooh. Yeah, sorry for the late start, guys. It was a combination of many things.
I should have just kicked on XSplit to begin with. I don't know why I didn't.
That's okay. I had my phone calls to make. So another random thing. The same parking lot where my hotel's at, I don't know if they're taunting me or something. There's a Roadhouse right across in the same parking lot.
Really?
Yeah, there's a Roadhouse like literally 20 steps away from the hotel, except, we're boycotting Roadhouse.
You're boycotting a Roadhouse.
Oh, I thought you were joining me in that one.
I don't have a Roadhouse next to me, so I guess by default I am, because I don't really have a choice. I'd have to drive to Chicago. No, I think they have one in Rockford. Yeah,
no, I'll be probably just ordering room service, or there's like an Arby's half a mile down the road. I might just end up going to Arby's, but it's already 9 o'clock. I don't know how late they're open.
Get something delivered.
That's my thought. I don't know. Are those pizza places open till like 10:30? Because I know you recommended me some earlier.
Couple might be on a Sunday. They're usually open till 10. So you got another hour. I would put in an order right after though.
I'll put the order in, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was weird. And then this just, I don't know, this trip as a whole was just kind of weird. I'm not a fan of Illinois. Just so far, I'm just not. It's just, to me, it's weird. It's too flat.
Where you're at is
really dumb.
Yes. No,
it's too flat.
Chicago,
I'm used to hills, man.
The area around Chicago is pretty level. It's like 11-year-old boy.
But the other thing is, like, I'm in... or girl.
It depends nowadays.
True.
I wouldn't go that far.
But like, anyway, so like I'm in Tinley Park, which is basically a suburb of Chicago.
Yeah.
It's flat, man. And the other thing is, like I was telling Tim before we started streaming, like the routes, so not like the interstate highways, the routes, they're not very clearly marked. So I missed a couple of turns because like I don't know where I'm at, right? Like I've never been here before. So I missed a couple of turns getting here. And then at one point, all of a sudden, a lane just like dropped off without signs. Like it just became an exit-only lane, and there weren't signs.
I guess I'm just used to it.
Well, dude, okay, so hold on. I just want to point this out. I drive in Massachusetts, no problem, and I'm complaining about here. Massachusetts doesn't even have like blocks that are square. Roads just go wherever.
Don't go up to Milwaukee.
There's no rhyme or reason. And then, at one point, like, I need to move over a lane because I have a turn coming up. Or when the lane dropped off, for example, I got freaking horns blown at me and flipped off like 4 times on the drive to the hotel.
Oh, that's...
And, like, I was not freaking... I was nowhere near close to hitting these people. No. I had like a solid 3/4 of a car length.
Just because you get flipped off and horn honked at you doesn't mean that they're mad at you. It's just like a natural reaction in Chicago.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say, like, I don't even get flipped off that much on my daily commute.
Nah, don't take anything personal by that.
But like I see it, and my brain is just like, I'm not even anywhere near you. I could have gone freaking 10 miles an hour slower and still gotten past you, no problem.
I guess the key that I would try and say is just try and know which lane you're going to be in well in advance. Like, at least 5 miles in advance. So.
Oh, Chicago, Chicago.
My kind of town.
Man. And then, like, one of the ones that's flipping me off is this freaking super old Chevy Blazer. He's doing like 30 and a 45, and he flips me off because I pass him.
Sounds about right.
I was like, you do you, man.
Once again, that's the part of Chicago that you're in. So if you were to get more north, more west, people aren't quite that aggressive. So
okay, well, it's still just like it was a wake-up call. Like, I guess in Boston, people just expect people to be assholes, so it doesn't even phase them anymore.
You know, you may have a good point there.
Like, I think that's just the thing.
No.
Because, like, I barely even use my horn.
Just rush B tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. I just rush B. Well, the nice thing is the commute that I have to do tomorrow is down the elevator to the conference room.
Oh, all right.
I, like, literally don't even have to leave the hotel the rest of the week if I don't want to.
That'll be nice.
So I don't actually know that I'm going to explore too far. Just because the part of Chicago that I'm in doesn't seem like the fun part.
I wouldn't go any more south or any more east if I were you.
You mean west?
No, east. Don't go any more east.
I kind of have to go east to get to Chicago, because I have to go southwest to get here. Rush B to the lobby, okay.
But if you're going, try not to go too much east, because the closer you get to Gary, Indiana, the worse you're gonna be in surroundings. So.
Okay. I will remember that.
Yes. Try and stay away from Gary, Indiana.
Okay.
Rush B to the lobby. Yes.
Rush B. Wait, there's wired internet here?
Oh.
Holy sh! That's a phone jack. No, I saw this document in the desk drawer. It was like wired and wireless access troubleshooting. So I was like, oh my god, they have wire. I look under, there's a phone jack under the desk.
Modem.
Don't go to the A stairs elevator. Use the B stairs elevator. I'll use the stale elevator. Damn it! Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, child.
Elevator doesn't have an I in it though either.
No, it doesn't. I totally missed that one. It's been a long day, man. Oh, and then I'm at the airport, right? And I'm waiting in line because the way Southwest does it is they don't assign seat numbers. You get a boarding number, and then you get on and grab whatever empty seat you want.
That could be chaotic.
So I'm boarding in a pretty chill, quiet airport. Like, there's not many people here.
Right.
So, like,
they're all
they
dead.
have poles that, like, section off every 5 boarding people.
Mm-hmm.
So you end up in a group of 5. And reasonably, if I end up in, as long as I'm in the group of 5 people I'm supposed to board with, that's close enough for me.
Yeah.
Like, that's not going to matter if 3 people get on before me for that group instead of 4. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Well, I'm standing there, and this woman is behind me. And I go, and I scan my boarding pass, give it to the dude, and she sees it says B28, and she's B27. She literally starts friggin' screaming at me. So, any normal person would just tell her to go ahead of them.
Settle down, biatch.
But I'm Greg.
Oh, yes, you are.
And not only am I Greg, for no reason, this crazy lady starts freaking screaming at me in the middle of an airport on a trip I reasonably don't even want to go on in the first place. So, I let her go on ahead of me anyways.
What
but
a
I have
gentleman.
this master plan. I follow her into the plane, and when she looks like she's gonna when she looks like she's picking a seat, I throw my suitcase up into the overhead and sit in the seat she was gonna take.
Oh! Damn.
And I was like, see, you could have had this seat if you weren't a bitch.
Wow. Greg C96, everybody.
She didn't have to yell at me because she was boarding 28 and not 27. That was an extremely unreasonable reaction.
Yeah, it was.
And if it was that big of a deal to her, she could have at least just asked politely and said, "Do you mind if I go ahead of you since I'm a higher boarding number?" And if that was the case, I would have said yes, and she could have been on her way, and I wouldn't have cared.
Right.
But at that point, I was pissed.
Yeah. And you are, Greg.
But yeah, it's just freaking. I'm an asshole. It's what I do.
So that was at the airport in Boston?
Not Boston. I flew out of Manchester, New Hampshire. I did not vlog it, Kemet. I haven't picked up a camera. Like, I haven't picked up my vlog setup since, like, I vlogged for, like, 5 seconds as I was leaving the house. I got some footage of takeoff and landing, and I was going to shoot on my way to the rental car and talk a little bit there about what the shit happened. But, my rental car that was supposed to be there wasn't there, and then I had to deal with that, and then there was the bullshit making me take even longer about, well, you're 20, we don't know if we can rent it to you, and then the show was already freaking late, and then it took forever in the freaking lobby here to check in, and there's just a bunch of bullshit, so I, like, haven't even been able to recap today's vlog, so I'm probably just going to sit down and do a talking head video about what the freak happened today.
And he's staying in a Hilton, so that's even worse.
And I'm staying in a Hilton. I'm staying in a Hilton doing this show off of my goddamn iPhone.
Yes. Yes, what you see there is iPhone.
Hold on. I just want to say something. Not only is it iPhone, it's iPhone 6, which is 3 generations old at this point. 4, actually, if you count the SE. 3 generations old, and it's the front-facing camera.
It's got the same processor as the SE, I think.
With a hotel light. That I just put into frame. Yes. Like, I am making this work.
Dedication, folks, right there.
You know what?
The president.
This isn't actually even that bad.
No, it actually looks decent.
It's my iPhone's front-facing camera with a Rode Video Micro.
That looks like a
tripod. And you know, I said this to Tim earlier. It's my vlogging rig, so if I wanted to, I could take the show and walk around with the friggin' show.
Look at it. It's exciting.
This is the future, guys. I can live stream a show walking around, talking, doing whatever the freak I want. But I'm going to go back to the chair because I'm fucking tired.
Okay, that's fair.
And I think that's about going to be it anyways. Also, I'm wearing my Twitch shirt today, which got me a few weird looks. I like it, though. I like the Twitch shirt.
I wore that, yeah. I wore that last week during my vlog, too.
Define low frame rate, Kemet. That's the internet problem. That's the Hilton internet.
Oh, it's not 60 FPS? Whatever.
Well, no, it's a little blocky. It's probably about 15, and that's just because that's all that Hilton's internet can handle pushing. It actually looks fine just doing regular video.
Oh, right.
Well, no, it's low frame rate because you're not getting all of the frames sent, Kemet.
Right.
The front-facing camera on this does 30 frames per second, 1080. Like, if I do I'm not going to switch it to the rear-facing because I don't want to break everything. So I was going to say, the rear-facing does 60 FPS, which is what I've been vlogging with. Actually, no, I've been using the front-facing to vlog because I was surprised by how good it was. Because I like actually being able to access my phone in this mount while I'm doing it and using the screen to see framing.
Oh,
because the iPhone's lens, it's a little bit of a narrow field of view. And I picked up like a clip-on wide-angle lens for it, but it doesn't like my case.
Oh.
So I wasn't going to use that and not have a protective case on my phone, especially when traveling.
Right.
So, yeah.
Time for an upgrade.
Well, I'm buying I already ordered the case that lens company makes that allows you to put it on over the case and still have a protective case on your phone.
Greg's buying a lot of upgrades here recently.
I am. I'm not going to get into it on stream why I'm buying a lot of upgrades, but I am. I have bought a lot of upgrades recently. It's the Ollo clip, or the Ollie clip. I don't remember how it's pronounced. It's like O-L-L-O, but it has like the 2 dots over the O.
Oh.
So it's like a clip-on lens thing. So it's either it's got basically 2 built-in lenses, and then if you unscrew those lenses, it gives you 2 macro lenses. So it's got either 10x macro, a 15x macro, a fisheye, or a wide angle. The only lens out of that I would use is the wide angle, because fisheye just looks stupid.
Yeah, it does.
But I haven't even been using them. They're in my bag. I figured I'd use them if I got time to do like a sit-down video. But like even this framing, if I just sit back a little bit, that's not terrible framing.
No, it's not.
Like I don't know, man. I'm pretty impressed with the iPhone in terms of like the video that it can create. Someone told you to use a fisheye on your big camera? Ew. For video though?
Nah.
It's hard to watch stuff that's not action on fisheye. Like, I can watch action videos with fisheye and not feel terrible about it, but anything else, it doesn't feel good. It makes me a little sick, actually.
The flight that I booked like 2 months ago for when we go to Virginia in 2 weeks, I booked it for, it was like $1,500. That flight is now costing $2,531.
Wait, $1,500 round trip?
Yes.
I guess Virginia is like actually a destination. Because
Norfolk,
for them to book me a round trip flight to Chicago within 3 days of the trip cost like $600.
Wow.
I was flying to Midway though. On Southwest.
Southwest coming from the Northeast.
Actually, no. Coming from the Northeast on Southwest does not automatically make it cheap.
Yes, true.
Because, they fly from the Northeast. They fly straight through to California or, like, Jacksonville or Orlando.
Jacksonville's a shithole.
Yes, it is. Orlando's kind of nice.
Orlando's big touristy, Disney World. But fucking Jacksonville, don't just go. Keep going through Jacksonville. Don't stop.
Pretty much. I'm not going to disagree with you on that one. Oh, that's weird. The arms on this chair kind of adjust, but they don't like slide in, they like pivot in, which is weird.
Oh, yeah, I've been in some of those chairs before.
Yeah. I think that's probably going to do it for the show.
I think so.
I don't really have much else to talk about.
I have nothing.
Yeah. I don't think this is going to be a vlogging week just because, like, I tried to do it today. And I don't know. I'm not a big vlogger, I guess. Just not a fan of it. I feel weird about whipping out the camera in public.
Whipping it out.
Whipping out that freaking Tribble rig in public.
Yeah, I don't really vlog a whole lot. Last week was about
you just got here?
Last week was about the
lunch.
Amanda, you're late.
You're really late because we were late and you're still late.
Right? What the hell?
I mean, I'll hop on FaceTime with you while I eat dinner. But
I won't.
We can talk about your private life. What do you mean?
What?
I mean, like I'm very confused.
Yeah.
I mean, like we
he likes
talk
you.
About our personal lives a lot.
Yeah,
That's kind of what we do.
Yeah, on this anyway.
Yeah, on this anyways. Not, hey, you should get your mod since you were here. Kemet, you should know asking for mod is a way to guarantee you never, ever, ever get mod.
Ever. Ever.
I mean, there's not much to talk about, at least for me.
Yeah. I got
Tim's married. So.
I have some interesting stuff before the marriage, but that's not going to be discussed tonight.
No, it's not. No, it's not. But anyways, yeah. So we're gonna wrap up the show. Thanks y'all for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one, whenever that may be.
Hopefully Sunday.
Presumably.
Nice. All right, we'll see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.